and kinakabahan.
Alright. Okay, laban. Now, do you have any message for your supporters?
Nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa akin and syempre sa Panginoon. Ako ngayong gabi sa inyong harapan. Yun lang po.
Alright. So now, please pick your question. Your question is, in history, kings have made sacrifices for their people. What personal sacrifice are you willing to make for the betterment of your community? Again, in history, kings have made sacrifices for their people. What personal sacrifice are you willing to make for the betterment of your community?
Bilang isang hari, tungkulin ng isang hari ay isang malaking responsibilidad. Responsibilidad na kung saan panatiliin niya ang kaayusan at kagandahan ng kanyang nasasakupan. Para sa akin, kung magkakaroon ng pagkakataon na magsasakripisyo ako, yun ay ang aking buhay. Dahil bilang isang hari, kinakailangan na makita mo kung ano ang iyong nasasakupan, kung ano ang kanilang nararamdaman. Dahil yun ang tungkulin ng isang hari, ang makita ang saloobin ng kanyang nasasakupan upang ito ay kanyang masolusyonan ng mga problema. Nais kong ilaan ang aking buong buhay para sa aking kaharian. Yun po, at maraming salamat.
Thank you so much, Christian. Moving on to our second finalist, Mr. Christian Dante Vargas from Bicol. Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Are you ready for your question?
I'm ready.
All right. You don't have a choice. Your question is, kings inspire others through their actions. Who inspires you and how do they influence your vision as a leader? Again, kings inspire others through their actions. Who inspires you and how do they influence your vision as a leader?
Thank you for that question. Someone who inspires me and influences me is God. Because I'm here standing in front of you because I believe in one Bible verse that Philippians 4 or something, that I can do all things through God who strengthens me. And that belief, I am now standing in front of you doing things that is impossible for me. Because before I joined this pageant, I'm having an anxiety to face all this crowd, all those people. And now, with that quote, with that Bible verse, I am now standing with you with a firm stand, and I will inspire people to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, Mr. Rizal Province. Hello, good evening. Any message for your supporters?
I just want to say thank you to my supporters who's always been there throughout all my journey, especially to my mom, to my dad, to my family, who's giving me strength to stand here and answer your question, ma'am.
Alright. So, hindi pa yun yung final question mo. Practice pa lang yun. Okay, so now please speak your question. Your question is, kings often face challenges that test their character. How do you handle situations that challenge your integrity? Again, kings often face challenges that test their character. How do you handle situations that challenge your integrity?
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. We are all perfectly imperfect. Sometimes we win, sometimes we learn, but we never lose. So don't lose hope, don't lose chances, because once you have hope, everything is possible. And if you believe in the power of positivity, everything is possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that very empowering answer. Next is Cebu Province. Hello, any people who want to greet?
I would like to greet my family members over there. I didn't know they would come here. What a surprise. And I want to say thanks to my team based in Cebu and to all my supporters that are online.
Alright, it's now time to pick your question. Your question is, the Philippines has a rich history of leaders who fought for freedom. Which Filipino historical figure do you admire most and why? Again, the Philippines has a rich history of leaders who fought for freedom. Which Filipino historical figure do you admire most and why?
Historical figure I admire the most probably will be Lapu-Lapu. During 1500s, when Magellan came to Mactan, Lapu-Lapu defended the island, fought bravely, with courage and strength. And that's why he is my historical figure I admire the most. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cebu Province. Next is Mr. San Carlos City, Pangasinan. Please pick your question. Kings are often seen as symbols of strength and wisdom. How do you balance these qualities in your daily life? Again, kings are often seen as symbols of strength and wisdom. How do you balance these qualities in your daily life?
Diyan ka pala. Hindi ako
So I balance strength and wisdom in my everyday life by one, strength, ang kalakasan. Walang kalakasan ang magbibigay sa atin ang tatag ng loob upang mamuno. At sa kahit na anumang trahedya ang mangyayari o balakid ay ating malalagpasan. At ang wisdom naman ay ang sapat na kaalaman para gumawa ng mga desisyon na makakabuti para sa atin. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you so much. Grabe. That was just our first set of finalists. Calling on our second batch. Mukhang mahihirapan talaga ang ating judges tonight. Alright. Now let's call on Bulacan Province. Okay, please speak your question, please. Your question is, Jose Rizal is often considered as a symbolic king of Filipino intellect and patriotism. how does his legacy inspire us as a Filipino? Again, Jose Rizal is often considered as a symbolic king of Filipino intellect and patriotism. How does his legacy inspire you as a Filipino?
Good evening. Na-inspire ako kay Dr. Jose Rizal sapagkat hindi dahas ang panlaban sa lahat. Minsan, kailangan natin gamitin ang talino at utak natin at hindi natin kailangan maging madaas. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bulacan Province. Moving on to Pasig City. Parang ang dami mong fans tonight. Alright, please give your question. As a representative of the Philippines, how would you promote Filipino heritage on an international stage? Again, as a representative of the Philippines, how would you promote Filipino heritage on an international stage?
Thank you for that question. If I were to promote our heritage on an international stage as a King of the World Philippines, I would promote it by promoting specifically our tourism, by sharing the values and what we have, especially in my city, Pasig City, because being a Pasigueño, we have so many things to offer, not only our well-beloved Mayor Vico Soto, but also our heritage and historical sites, churches, and definitely the love and ambience of a Pasigueño. And that is why I am taking this opportunity as a King of the World Philippines candidate to send a message to everybody that we should always work hand in hand together for us to promote tourism, not only here in the Philippines, but also to the rest of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Alright, what a very confident answer. Moving on to Mr. Candelaria Quezon. Hello, good evening. Please pick your question. Your question is, the Bayanihan spirit reflects unity among Filipinos. How would you incorporate this value into your reign as King of the World Philippines? Again, the Bayanihan spirit reflects unity among Filipinos. How would you incorporate this value into your reign as King of the World Philippines?
Ang ating bansa ay nakakaranas ngayon ng hindi pagkakaintindihan. Kaya naman nais kong gamitin ang platapormang ito upang gisingin ang ating kapwa Pilipino na magkaroon ng bayanihan. Dahil sa pamamagitan nito ay magkakaroon tayo ng pagkakaintindihan at mas magiging progresibo ang ating bansa. At sa pamamagitan nito ay makakamit natin ang maayos at numero unong bansang magkakamit na maayos at progresibo. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Thank you so much. Okay, up next is Mr. Kaita Rizal. Kamusta ko yan?
Good. Think positive lang. Thank you and good evening sa inyo.
Alright, it's time to pick your question. Okay, your question is, what legacy do you hope to leave behind as King of the World Philippines? Again, what legacy do you hope to leave behind as King of the World Philippines?
As a King of the World Philippines, the legacy, ang may walang legacy sa mga nangarami is hope, passion, and creativity. And of course, kailangan natin magbigay ng malalim na pangunawa sa bawat isa at magbibigay ng pagmamahal. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to our Mr. Hakot Award. Mr. Malolos Bulacan, how are you?
Really good. How are you?
I am doing great. Okay, now it's time to pick your question. Your question is, if crowned, how would you use your title to empower young men in the Philippines to become leaders in their communities? Again, if crowned, how would you use your title to empower young men in the Philippines to become leaders in their communities?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Hi. Okay, if I am crowned as your King of the World Philippines, first, I would empower them by encouraging to take that step. Take that step. No matter how scared you can be, no matter how afraid you are, because taking that step might mean making that mistake, but mistakes can give you learning, and learning empowers you to be inspired, to be motivated, and to be just of service for the people, by the people, and of the people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I will keep that in mind. I will take that step. Okay, here's our last batch of finalists. I would like to remind everyone that our candidates will be given 45 seconds to answer the question. So now let's move on to Mr. Quezon Province. Hello, good evening. Please pick your question. Okay. A king is expected to lead with dignity. How would you define dignity in leadership? Again, a king is expected to lead with dignity. How would you define dignity in leadership?
Being a king is not easy, and being a king has a lot of responsibilities. And we know we are a great role model here in our community. And through this action, we can have a good dignity as well as to have a good leadership in our community. Because through this action, we can inspire other people to become a good role model through ourselves. Because I do believe that if we help together hand in hand, then we can have a better place to live in and a good community. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Come on, Mr. San Jose del Monte. Your question? If you could rule one aspect of society, political, economic health, peace, and order, what would it be and why? Again, if you could rule one aspect of society, political, economic, health, peace, and order, what would it be and why?
Para po sa akin ay ang peace. Dahil po, ako ay naniniwala na tayong mamamayang Pilipino ay pag nagkaisa-isa. Naniniwala ako na pag tayo ay nagkaisa-isa, naniniwala ako na isa yun sa susi para sa isang magandang kinabukasan at pagunlad sa ating bansa. Yun lamang po, and I thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, Mr. Negros Oriental. Please speak your question. Your question is, what do you think is the most important quality a modern-day king should possess, and why? What do you think is the most important quality of a modern day king should possess and why?
I would say spend more quality time to your family. Because when a king is out there hunting for food to provide his family, sometimes, like for example, my father got married 3 times, and I feel so sorry for my half sister and half brother because my dad is always out there working so hard to provide his family and ends up not working out. So I prefer spending more time or quality time to your loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next is Mr. Pampanga Province. Hello, good evening. Any message to your fans?
Hi, hello. Thank you for watching here tonight. To my tito and mga nanay, thank you so much.
Okay, it's time to pick your question. Compassion is vital for our ruler. How would you use compassion to address issues affecting the Philippines today? Again, compassion is vital for our ruler. How would you use compassion to address issues affecting the Philippines today?
I believe compassion is one of the most important things to do today. Like we're experiencing discrimination here in the Philippines, like what I've said earlier. But being compassionate and encouraging others to strive, encouraging others to go out in their comfort zone, to do. Encouraging others to go out in their comfort zone because they'll never know what's ahead of them. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Okay. Please step forward, Mr. Santa Rosa Laguna. Please pick your question. If there were a modern-day Philippine king, what values should he represent to reflect Filipino culture and traditions? Again, if there were a modern-day Philippine king, what values should he represent to reflect Filipino culture and traditions?
Good evening. As a king and a youth, I truly believe that the value that a modern-day king should have is hospitality. Because with hospitality, we show respect, love, and sympathy to other people around us. And by that, we can promote positive things and get outside of our comfort zone and promote to achieve our dreams inside our home, society, and our world. So as the king of the world, Philippines, I want to take this opportunity to remind and encourage everyone to open up their hearts and mind to hold the power of love, respect, and hospitality. And lastly, let us always remember that we are one and united in creating and building a world which is progressive, productive, and powerful. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the very powerful answer. Next up is Mr. Bustos Bulacan. How are you?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to that. Good.
Okay, that's good. But I want to ask for a message first because you have a lot of fans over there.
I really want to say thank you to all my, especially my friends, family, my cousins. Thank you so much.
Okay, please speak your question. Your question is, what does being a king mean to you, and how would you embody this role if crowned? Again, what does being a king mean to you, and how would you embody this role if crowned?
Thank you. All my personal experience have contributed to who I am now. And I'm empowered king who is worthy to be the next King of the World Philippines 2025. And with my hard work and dedications and determinations, I am ready to be your next King of the World Philippines 2025. Thank you.